Yo, what is going on, guys? We're back with another Legends video, and obviously I'm hours and hours late, but I'm not gonna upload a PvP video today, man. I need to just lock in and actually grind because we have literally about 24 hours left until the end of the season. So again, your boy has to lock in because I'm not even god rank yet, right? This is probably the latest I've ever hit god rank because I just haven't really been playing PvP if it's not to record videos, man. It's all the same thing. If you're not running the LF Go Freezer, you're just not winning, right? So either him or either them or Kid Buu or like whatever. Basically, if you're not running the top units, I mean, that's how it's always been, but it's like it's back to where it was a while ago, where it's like you just have to run specific units in order to win. So again, your boy can't have a little fun. Your boy can't showcase the fun stuff anymore. So again, we're just gonna have this video for today. Tomorrow's video will probably be like a last minute grind session. I usually do that right at the end of the season, just upload a couple matches, right? Hopefully by then, again, I'm at god rank because I'm gonna be spending the night just playing the hell out of PvP, right? So yeah, obviously we're here to talk about the next ZENKAI Awakening, who I thought was gonna be Broly. If you guys seen the video from a few days ago, it's kind of crazy because I was I was about to not upload that video, right? Something told me not to, and that this was the sign, right? The fact that the next ZENKAI unit is not even a movies unit, it's a future Trunks Saga unit, which, I mean, obviously it makes sense, right? But I wasn't expecting this until part 3 at least, right? Obviously for part 3 I was thinking that Gogeta Blue would get the ZENKAI Awakening, right? But the more I think about it now, obviously it makes sense to have a future Trunks unit, right? Or a future Trunks Saga unit ZENKAI along with the inevitable Ultra VB, right? Which again, I still don't know why there's any doubt. This is, I guess, what the hint was for, right? And obviously it's clear as day who is going to be the ZENKAI unit. But there's another thing that keeps me from believing it's 100% this unit, right? I believe they have teased a ZENKAI before, maybe not, right? You guys could definitely let me know down below, but I believe they have set out teasers for a ZENKAI before. But obviously this confirms that we are getting, in fact, part 3 next week, which again, when people saw the hint, people were thinking that part 3 was coming a week earlier because obviously last year Super Vegeta released on the 13th. Next week Wednesday will be the 12th, right, instead, which is again where we're expecting the part 3, the final unit or units for the 5th year anniversary, right? This has definitely been a great anniversary. They definitely executed it well. Part 2 could have been a little better in terms of the units, but it's okay. The gammas are still fun. Orange Piccolo is not as good as we all thought he would be, but he's still pretty good, right? I'm gonna say he's pretty good because he's still pretty good from what I've faced, right? But again, here we are talking about the next ZENKAI unit. Now, if you remember, right, we did have this exact same announcement formatting for UI Goku, but obviously the purple, the background was purple, right? It was more of a purple color. Even without that, I feel like people already knew it was gonna be UI Goku, right? It just made everything just finally aligned for him to finally get his ZENKAI, right? Obviously we've been asking for it for a while, but we all just happened to know that UI Goku was finally getting it. Even before LF Goku and Frieza was revealed, we all knew that UI Goku would finally get his ZENKAI Awakening during the 5th year anniversary, and so it has. Now we have a ZENKAI Awakening for future Trunks Saga, which I don't know why it's not movies, right, to tie into part 2, and then we would get this for part 3, right? Because obviously Vegeta Blue's future saga, then we could see this, but they're kicking off part 3 already. I'm pretty sure they ZENKAI'd LF Rose before Trunks and Vegeta came out. If not, then they did it after, but for damn sure they ZENKAI Awakened Super Saiyan 4 Goku before the Attack Force came out. So I guess it's kind of the same thing to get the buffs ready. And now let's go into the game. Oh no, wrong app. Let's go into the game, right? Obviously we have the box filtered by future saga, right? There's actually not too much units too much LF units here that don't got a ZENKAI. Actually it's just 2, which is obviously the thumbnail units, the 2 candidates here. But it's just clear cut that it's going to be this guy, right? It's going to be CMZ. It has to be. Now, again, the only thing keeping me from thinking 100% CMZ is the background color, but I don't think it matters. I'm pretty sure they did something like that where it was like, they had like a random background color and people thought it would be a unit, but it was another unit, right? So, I mean, I don't really think the art really matters, but again, just like 5% of me is just thinking maybe Soro could get it, but I definitely don't think he's getting his ZENKAI right now. There's just LFs that came out before him that deserve it more. You have You have well, Evolution Blue Vegeta already got it. You have 8 Vegeta, I'd say, who definitely deserves it more. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, just basically anyone that came out before this guy, Gogeta Blue and Broly, right? Before Sword of Hope Trunks, right? Anyone that came out before him in terms of an LF unit definitely deserves it more. Pretty much most of them has gotten it, right? Again, I think it's just, well, actually no, a few are missing actually. Future Gohan, Gogeta Blue, Broly, the third anniversary units, but I'm pretty sure that's where it ends. I'm pretty sure everybody else within that got in the Zenkai, like LF Rose, or actually LF Kid Buu too, but LF Rose, LF Super Saiyan 4, LF Evolution Blue Vegeta, right? So 2021 units are definitely going to start getting their Zenkais, right? Again, we've already seen it with Blue Evolution Vegeta, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, LF Rose. So once they finally finish the 2020 units, which again, Gogeta and Broly, hopefully it's during the anniversary, then we can kick off into 2021, and soon enough we'll be seeing Zenkai announcements for the LF Sword of Hope Trunks and for LF Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta, which again I just said eventually we'll see Sword of Hope Trunks as Zenkai Awakening. I don't think it's gonna be him, but again, just the background. It's literally the background that has me thinking it's him. But obviously, more stars aligned to CMZ anniversary, right? It's during the anniversary. Obviously, it makes sense for him to get it. Future Trunks Saga, right? Alluding to Vegeta Blue, who I think is gonna be red. This guy is red. He's gonna buff Vegeta Blue regardless, whether he's Red Fusion Warriors, Red God Key, Red Future Trunks Saga. He's going to buff Vegeta regardless of what he does, unless they give him red regeneration, which I wouldn't count it out just because Piccolo, right? Even though Piccolo is a green unit, obviously you wouldn't be Zenkai buffing him, but LF Zenkais are usually really good to run in game, so you know they probably would want you to run this guy with Orange Piccolo. But I mean, I don't know how that would work, right? Orange Piccolo, well, actually Orange Piccolo, Kid Buu, and Zamasu is not too bad, right? It doesn't sound bad as you're hearing it, as you're saying it out loud. But this guy, again, no matter what he buffs, it's going to be Vegito except regeneration. Everything else literally is the same tag Vegito has, right? So I think the two most the two most clear choices he has is Future Saga and Gaki. And since they're specifically titling it to Future Trunk Saga, he's probably going to be Red Future, right? Which I mean, I guess will be a good buff for the androids. I mean, I don't know who else we have to actually filter by Future. Where's Future? Who would be Red Future that could like actually benefit off this? I don't know. If this guy gets a Zenkai, he'd be eating already, right? He already has Trunks and Mai. He already has Red Rose, so he has a few Zenkai buffers for him already for when he himself gets a Zenkai. Again, the androids would be a pretty good eater off of it. I don't know, but yeah. So yeah, pretty much I think it's just going to be CMZ, right? It just makes too much sense for it to be him again. I'm going to keep saying that as the video goes on because it just does, right? He just aligns perfectly. Again, he's the 30th anniversary unit. So I mean, I was predicting either Gogeta or Zamasu could see their Zenkai, right? Obviously, I did say Broly, but I mean, it makes sense, right? That because I'm pretty sure Vegeta Blue Zenkai last year, right? 2 years after he came out. So it makes sense that they're going to Zenkai the Zamasu 2 years after he comes out. Now, what's gonna be crazy is if LF Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is the part 3 LF Zenkai, right? Because again, I already said in Broly's video, regardless, I feel like we're gonna get 3 LF Zenkais just to step it up from last year, where last year we got Vegeta Blue for part 1, no LF Zenkai for part 2, although I think we did get Piccolo as like the Zenkai unit, but we have 17 for that this year. And then part 3 we had Majin Vegeta, who Zenkai'd I guess alongside Vegeto's release, right? So I think this year we'll have this part 2 Zenkai again, Zamasu, and then part 3 could be Gogeta because he does fall under Fusion Warriors, right? Part 3 is going to be Ultra Vegeta Blue, right? Obviously not confirmed, but most likely. So it'll make sense for Gogeta to also get a Zenkai during part 3, get the anniversary units out the way. I don't know, man. Just give Gogeta Blue his Zenkai at least, right? If you're not gonna give it to Broly like we all thought you would, just give Gogeta Blue his Zenkai, and then just get Gogeta 4 and Broly, I guess, during the Legends Festival. That actually wouldn't even be too bad, right? Because I think GT is definitely going to be a big part of the Legends Festival, right? I think we could either see Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta or a LF Spirit Bomb GT Goku, right? Like the final Spirit Bomb against Omega, right? I feel like we could see that as one of the LFs, and then also again Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, one or the two, right? I'm definitely thinking Ultra Gogeta 4 is more possible because again, there's just no anniversary or Legend Festival that goes by without a Fusion Warrior unit, right? No matter how it comes as an LF. as a regular sparking like Vegito Blue, and the 3rd year anniversary, regardless, we'll get a regardless, we get a fusion warrior every 6 months, right, during the big celebrations of the game. So again, I just think Ultra Gogeta 4 will be the Ultra for this year's Legends Festival. But that pretty much brings us to the end. I think Zamasu has the best chance of getting. I give Zamasu a 95%, and I give this guy just a little 5%. I probably even just take it back and give him like 2%, right? Again, just because the background, right? It was purple for UI Goku. UI Goku's purple, now it's blue. So if it's this guy, I wouldn't be surprised. But I think when we see that video announcement, or however they announced UI Goku, it'll be CMZ in the announcement video, or this guy, right? So whichever one it ends up being, I won't be surprised. If it's anybody else, I actually be really surprised, because it's not going to be a regular sparking, right? They never announce, like, they never give us anything alluding to a 1% sparking Zenkai, unless it's like a straight up announcement via Twitter or reveal and stuff, right? They never make a day before announcement for a regular sparking Zenkai. They never ever do that. So it's going to obviously be a Legends Limited. Now obviously, actually, I was about to point at this guy, but it can't be this guy because he's not Future Trunks Saga. But when he does get his Zenkai, it'll be a dark day for Legends for sure. So yeah, and I'm actually I wouldn't be opposed to this guy getting a Zenkai, by the way. I never mentioned it, because if he does have the slimmest chance of being blue hybrids, right, I could just slap him in the Beast Gohan, Pan, and Ultra UGB, right, or the Ultra GB team, right, where he could probably Zenkai buff Beast Gohan if he is blue hybrids, and then alongside Pan, double buffing blue Beast Gohan, which would, I think, just ascend him even further, right? So, but again, I think he'd be blue Future regardless, so you know, it wouldn't really make sense, I guess, there. So yeah, pretty much is the end of the video. Let me know who you guys think is getting the Zenkai Awakening. And it's kind of crazy that I'm doing this now, because literally in a couple hours here, we'll see the announcement either reset, or even a little bit before that, right, we see like a little promo teaser or whatever. So I guess whenever that does come out, we'll, you know, we'll see if we got it right or not. So yeah, pretty much with that being said, again, let me know who you guys think is getting the Zenkai Awakening down below. If you guys did enjoy, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you're new. We're on the road to 1.5k subs. All the support is greatly appreciated, as always. And yeah, with that being said, I'll see you all in the next one.